tend to, their voice changes or they speak too quick. Too quick? Okay, let's get this over with.
Which guest did you like the least?
Yes.
Yeah.
That does happen.
Do you have prepared answers for that?
What happens when Hollywood's toughest star takes on late-night TV's most controversial host? Sylvester Stallone just delivered a knockout punch, and the ripple effects are shaking up the entertainment industry. The incident with Jimmy Kimmel wasn't just a clash of personalities. It exposed the cracks in Hollywood's traditional media system. By the end of this video, you'll see how Stallone's stand is redefining what it means to be a star in today's world. It all started with a scheduled appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Stallone, a rare guest on late-night TV, was set to promote his latest projects, The Family Stallone and Tulsa King. Fans were excited to see the legendary actor open up about his career and personal life. But behind the scenes, something unexpected happened. Reports surfaced that Jimmy Kimmel personally pressured ABC to cancel Stallone's appearance. Why? Allegedly, their political beliefs didn't align. Instead of maintaining professionalism, Kimmel let his bias take center stage. But he didn't stop there. During a live segment, Kimmel mocked Stallone with a series of
What's the worst gift you've given Amanda? The item or items that were least appreciated.
A wedding ring. She didn't like that, no. This one, so for Christmas one year.
Some time ago. I love watching your interviews. I really.
Oh, you're very kind, James.
I really do, and I love. Do you enjoy doing what we might call a serious interview more than you would say interviewing a Richard Simmons?
I want to tell you something. Every interview I have,
cheap shots aimed at his political views. The tone was condescending, and it struck a nerve with audiences everywhere. The fallout was immediate and fierce. Fans took to social media to defend Stallone, calling out Kimmel for his lack of respect. Hashtags like, "Oh, cancel Kimmel," and "Respect Stallone" began trending within hours. Disrespecting Stallone? That's a mistake you can't recover from, one user tweeted. Another wrote, "Stallone built his legacy on hard work and respect. Kimmel's tearing his own down with pettiness." The memes were relentless. One viral post showed side-by-side images. Stallone training as Rocky versus an unflattering shot of Kimmel on his show, captioned, "Stallone inspires millions. Kimmel inspires channel changing." Even casual viewers joined the conversation, pointing out how Kimmel's jokes felt more like personal attacks than comedy. This wasn't just about a canceled appearance, it was about respect, and fans weren't laughing. The backlash wasn't limited to social media. ABC felt the heat as ratings for Jimmy Kimmel Live took a nosedive.
She denies it.
She knew what she was doing, exactly.
She was figuring out ways to bewitch me, but yeah, we work together. I'm in this building where our studio is, and she's in the next building. We have meetings and that.
Does it work well?
It works pretty well.
Any conflicts at all?
Sometimes, yeah, we have conflicts. We have
about the show.
Yeah, we have. Oh, well, certainly conflicts, personal conflicts. Yes.
Yeah,
there are many, but even today we had an argument about which guest did you like the least.
Yes.
Yeah.
That does happen.
Do you have prepared answers for that?
You can you really be prepared for that? And
you have to have one. You don't have. I'm not asking you. I would never ask you that question. But if you have one, it ends it. So you can just tell them, yeah, this person, and then you move on.
See, but every time I meet new guests.
Executives scrambled to do damage control, reaching out to Stallone with an apology and an open invitation to return to the show. They even promised him complete freedom to speak his mind, a rare concession for a tightly controlled network. But Stallone wasn't interested. To him, the apology felt hollow, more about saving face than genuine remorse. His team made it clear that this wasn't about mending fences. It was about ABC trying to stop their ratings bleed, and fans backed him up. Good for Stallone, one post read. They only want him back because they're losing money, not because they regret what they did. Behind the scenes, ABC's chaos continued. Producers reportedly reached out to other high-profile guests to replace Stallone, but even those offers were turned down. The network's desperation was becoming painfully obvious. For decades, Stallone has been more than just an actor. From Rocky to Rambo, his characters embody resilience, grit, and the power of never giving up. Fans see him as a symbol of the American dream, a self-made man who rose from nothing to become one of...
Starring Martin Sheen, literally you could fire off a cannon and not hit anyone. And one guy comes in, huge. I go, "You need a ticket." And he pulls out a butcher knife. And I tell you, pulls out a butcher knife, wrapped it in newspaper. I go, "Let me show you your receipt." So you have a lot of those kinds of things. And then I was moved up to chief of staff. And I thought, wow, I got to do something here. And that's when Rocky was a compilation of really great actors, almost born to play those parts. And I couldn't fill that spot because it required incredible athleticism, brains, spirit, talent, speed. He had it all. I mean, he had it all. But the best thing is, the first day he came in to read, actually it was at night, and we were at wit's end because we couldn't find anyone. They had taken him off a Piper Cub going to Oakland because he lived in Oakland. Yeah. And he was at that time
Hollywood's most respected names. So when Kimmel decided to mock Stallone, it felt personal. As one fan tweeted, "Stallone's movies taught me to never quit. What has Kimmel ever done besides talk trash about people?" Another wrote, "Rocky got knocked down, but always got back up. Kimmel's career is on the mat, and nobody's counting for him to get up." The Stallone-Kimmel incident highlights a larger trend: the decline of late-night TV. Once a staple of entertainment, shows like Jimmy Kimmel Live are now struggling to stay relevant. Younger audiences have moved on to podcasts, YouTube, and TikTok, platforms that offer raw, unscripted content. Unlike Kimmel, who often leans on political commentary, other hosts like Jimmy Fallon stick to games and lighthearted celebrity moments. But even Fallon isn't immune to the shift. The numbers don't lie. By 2023, ratings for late-night TV hit record lows, with Kimmel's show taking one of the biggest hits. While Kimmel's ratings tank, Stallone is thriving. Instead of playing by Hollywood's outdated rules, he's embracing platforms that value authenticity. Podcasts like The Joe Rogan Experience.
I said, let me just make it easy for you. I would look like crap in spandex, leotards, and a ray gun. I get it.
So you backed out of the
Guys
group.
from space don't have this kind of face. I get it. It's okay.
No.
No, I swear to God.
And everything worked out.
And everything
great,
worked out fine.
Absolutely. And then Schwarzenegger, I've read that you guys actually hated each other for a while.
Well, we were very competitive. Yeah, I think I do really stand tall and proud of is longevity.
How do you think you've changed as an actor over all these decades?
I got better.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did. You know, you think you have a peak. There's a peak in energy, and there's a peak in perhaps volatility, and look at me go. But when you're younger, it's like when in doubt, shout. Yeah. But when you get older, there's just gravitas.
And shows like Greg Gutfeld's are drawing millions of viewers who crave real, unfiltered conversations. On these platforms, Stallone can speak freely about his career, beliefs, and upcoming projects without worrying about awkward commercial breaks or scripted questions. Fans love it. They want the real Stallone, not a watered-down version. And Stallone isn't alone. Other stars like Zachary Levi and James Woods are following suit, calling out Hollywood's obsession with politics and embracing alternative media. Stallone's stand is a wake-up call for Hollywood. The traditional gatekeepers of fame are losing their grip as stars find new ways to connect with audiences. Fans are tired of the same old formulas. They want authenticity, and they're finding it on platforms like YouTube and podcasts. If Hollywood doesn't adapt, it risks becoming irrelevant. Stallone's victory isn't just a personal triumph, it's a sign that the game has changed. Stars no longer need to play by outdated rules to stay relevant. In the fight for respect and relevance, Sylvester Stallone isn't just surviving, he's thriving. By
tend to, their voice changes, or they speak too quick. Mm-hmm. Too quick. Okay, let's get this over with. Or when in doubt, shout too loud. People think that if I'm like this, that's acting. Mm-hmm. No. So actually, it's just the opposite.
Acting is just one of Stallone's artistic pursuits. He's also a painter. But his goal remains the same: to uplift.
With all the content that's out there right now, why do you think Tulsa King?
I went to see a film one day, and it altered my life completely. It was Steve Reeves in Hercules Unchained. And when he struck that pose, I had an epiphany. I went, that's who I want to be. That's a man. That's, oh my God. And I ran out of the theater after that and went to a junkyard and started lifting little brake drums or anything that I could lift. It was like 30 pounds, whatever. And I never stopped.
Hollywood's outdated systems and embracing alternative platforms, He's proving that authenticity is the new currency of fame. Meanwhile, Jimmy Kimmel and traditional media are left scrambling to stay afloat. As audiences demand more real, unfiltered content, the question isn't whether Hollywood can catch up. It's whether they'll even have the chance. After all, Stallone's already moved on, and fans couldn't be happier.